Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 3. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And Taylor going to pick up the Colts first down as he'll get this to the 44-yard line. Richardson to throw off play action. They'll check this one down to Taylor. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Hooks. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Richardson looking to throw this. He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Seahawks 38-yard line.
Again, it's Taylor. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 48. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, a chance to grab the 3-0 lead here at home. Instead, we remain scoreless. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this Colt defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Richardson off the play fake. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. The quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Connecting over the middle with Downs. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings us 2nd and 5 on the Seahawks 28-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Brooks. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now Richardson. That complete to Downs. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
Taylor. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. And his kick is indeed good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it, the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Here's Darnold. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now it's Darnold. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Seahawks send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Well, the Colts offense and Josh Downs making their way out. And he's putting together some kind of campaign. Currently 2nd in the NFL in touchdown receptions among wideouts. Off play action. Richardson lets one go downfield for Pierce. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they'd pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They go play action with Richardson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll get this down only to the 18. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Play action. Now Richardson. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down. And now the kick short, but this is a live football picked up in the end zone. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Richardson working from the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Here's Richardson to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Here's a 2nd and 8. To throw is Darnold. And complete to Smith and Jigba. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his 1st. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Darnold. And he is caught. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Now Darnold. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw, Darnold. Smith and Jigba hauling it in on the out route. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
All NFL defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd down and 8. Darnold now to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker set to take over once more. And as we check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into the weekend, see a familiar name there near the top of the leaderboard, currently 2nd in that category. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, in the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Darnold. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. First and 10, Taylor now. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Ernest Jones there for the tackle. From the 46, here's 2nd and 9.
At the 46-yard line.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drop. Here's a diving catch right side. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a 1st down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Richardson looking to throw. Fires a slant, complete to Toby. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now it's Richardson. And he he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down.
At the Seahawks 8-yard line.
Now a give to Taylor. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Richardson looking to throw this. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Over the middle, it's complete.
And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Richardson.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
The play lost 2 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
And this time he is in.
Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football. But he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you had extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
2 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line.
The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Richardson off the play fake. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This pass left side to Downs.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in, and makes it hard to defend.
Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. On the handoff, this is Taylor.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 62 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Hooks. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Now Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way.
Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Colts could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold.
Open man is Barner, the tight end.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Play action. It's Darnold.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now it's Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Again, he'll drop to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Left side, he finds Pierce.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Now Richardson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks offense has Sam Darnold headed back out there. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. This is 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. This one goes underneath to Walker.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Darnold to throw. He'll get this complete to the tight end Barner.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Darnold.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Here's 2nd down.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Now Darnold.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
No timeouts left. Of course, the defense knows that too. Here's 1st and 10.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
The ball on the 16 for 2nd and 10.
Darnold.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that and he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, but they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point.
They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25. Here's 1st and 10. One last shot for Richardson. That's going to be taken in by Downs.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Seahawks,
they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory.
And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.